So my name's Julisa and my dog that I have here is Osiris. He is a 3, almost 4-year-old red heeler mix. And you know, he's my baby. We used to have another dog in the home who he would get in constant fights with, to the point where like they were drawing blood. I was at the vet all the time for it, and they tried like medication for him and that didn't work. And I was just like, I just can't do the consistent fighting and trying to pull your dogs off of each other. It's a lot. We had a really like traumatic grow up with him. My friend trying to walk into our house and he was lunging and barking and he bit her for the first time. That was the first time he ever bit a actual like person. Our old trainer had me like put him on a prong collar and just let him string himself out till he would just stop. And he would just choke himself, and he threw an e-collar on him and just stimmed him until he just laid down. And I was like, I can't do that. I had a bad experience previously, so I completely like went away from balance training and went purely positive, and I'm like, that's not gonna work for my dog. When I still lived out in Wisconsin, I was just watching another dog trainers live, kind of just learning about the balanced world again, trying to get back into it. And I just asked like, hey, do you know any balance trainers that you would recommend near Wisconsin? And he's like, closest one I know is Emily. She's in South Dakota if you want to make that drive. I kind of just like looked into her from there. So when we first started, it was obviously all online. That's what her mentorship is. And it was just a lot of like building my self-esteem up so I could then build my dogs up. Because like if you don't have your own self-esteem, your dog is never gonna get it. The previous trainer really just made me feel like I couldn't train him and there was no fixing him. And I like sat there and I talked to her about like, I know exactly what started his reactivity. I know when the switch flipped for him. And I told her the story and she was like, yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot on you. Like, how are you doing with that? It's not always just about him. Good job. So we found out he is fear reactive instead of just like aggressive. Just her understanding and being kind and that supportiveness is new, and just like knowing that she knows that boundary is so refreshing. Like you can trust her. I've got a lot of respect for her and everything she does, and the way she teaches and does her work is just phenomenal. She doesn't just give you like, oh, here's how to tell him to sit. She's like, this is why we have to do it like this, and she gives you that knowledge to like continue to build your own foundation. So not only have I been able to successfully train Osiris, I'm successfully training his sister Ellie with the foundation she has built for me. Having her be able to explain that to me in a way I understood, and like being able to give me the tools I needed to help with him, has really changed him. The encouragement and the like, you got it, you can do it, push yourself, push him, but also know the boundaries. Being able to build our relationship from essentially such a negative one to where now he looks at me and he's like, oh yeah, like mom's got this, we can do it, is refreshing. But being able to just take him out in the world and him just being Osiris. And being able to see him just like sit and like be a dog. Now they look at him, they're like, he is so sweet. And like having other people see that side of him that I knew he had, because he had that with me. He's a completely different dog. It's a new world for us. I have fallen back in love with my dog.